Right, look, guys, watching the Geeks and wanting to talk about Fear of the Walking Dead, Series 6, Episode 9 to 12. First time watching and reacting. I've come to conclusion and terms with this series, with the show in general, actually. These episodes have kind of just made me, alright, this is how it is. So, Episode 9, we got onto that, but it was phenomenal and really well done and really cool. Episode 10 to 11, absolute naff and lost me. I was bored. Episode 12, episode 11 kind of was like, our heroes get trapped sort of vibe. And it was just repeating some stuff that we've seen many times over. And episode 12 did something experimental and interesting and intriguing. And then that just hit me. This show is always going to have its highs and absolute lows, and have its highs and lows. It's not perfect, this show, and it's just not the original. It's just not The Walking Dead. This is Fear of the Walking Dead. It's just not the same sort of vibe. And I just feel like it can't be perfect. I've just realised that. Every time I enjoy something from this show, it just smashes it after. So yeah, let's get on to episode 9. Really well done. Really cool. It had our main antagonist having a black male, getting one over on Morgan, having people. We had that standoff, and she managed to use that and manipulate that to get two of our main characters at gunpoint and captured off somewhere so she can survive, and Morgan has to help her. And then all the people that she's wronged all coming towards her. And so Morgan then, basically, he has learnt that he has to take her out. He's the one to take her out. And when he's about to kill her, to create peace between the people that are after her, otherwise they're going to destroy his society for him helping her, he's going to have to kill her off. And she's willing this, and she knows if they get her hands on her, she's going to be tortured and then dead. It's better off if Morgan does her than anything else. But Morgan can't bring himself to do it. So he brings him off, and he manages to talk everyone round. However, the one person she wronged, and that conversation she has with that person turns, and she gets killed. She literally gets killed after all this, after this long journey of Morgan helping her, him talking her around to everyone. And you think, oh, okay, they're going to do a Negan, because in The Walking Dead, Rick puts Negan in a prison, and that is how it happens. And they were going to do this with this character, it looked like. Nope. By the very end of this episode, she gets shot and dead. Out of kind of nowhere in a way. Like, I did not see that coming. I thought it was real cool. I was like, that was decent. That was a different direction I wasn't expecting. And the journey we went on with her and her reveal of actually caring for her sister, turns out it's not her sister, she is the mom of that child, and that child killed Morgan's best friend, and the person that her child killed, his wife is the one that kills the mom. So it's like a full circle sort of thing. The wife is the one that kills our main bad guy after all this, after keeping all the peace and trying to do all this. And you have the same vibes yet again from the main show, with like there's masked figures we've had in The Walking Dead before, or people dressed up as zombies to try and get in with Series 9. I feel like they were ripping off that slightly with this show. I'm not sure when the timeline of this season comes out between the main show and not, but it felt like it was ripping off quite a lot from Series 8 and Series 9 and using it to this finale. It felt like a finale with episode 9, and that's just the thing. But yeah, they went in a different direction, and I thought it worked so well, and it got me so invested again. I was like, oh my god, this is so good. Episode 10 to 11. Oh my god. It just bored me, it dragged me, and it just lost the momentum. As soon as episode 9 ended, and I was like, oh, where we're going to go next? Because obviously that Vincent character, is he? The guy who owns the boat, as I like to call him. Yeah, he has his own people now and sort of vibe, and he's gone off. And the disfigurement guy, from Negan's gang who joined us. I can't remember his name. His wife kind of goes off with the people with the masks. So it's just like spreading this universe out a bit, and we'll surely bring them back at one point. But our main characters somehow, this place we've been building for so long, and episode 9 really cements that and goes, look at this place Morgan's been building. It's not quite finished yet, but here it is. And then episode 10, they kind of blow it. So an attack happens and our main characters get taken. And it's like, we haven't even had chance to really appreciate what Morgan's built. We haven't had time and be invested in this scenery. And it's just like, so we're instantly trying to attack it. And it's like, why do I care then? You know? Yeah. It's just like naff, and then our characters being taken, and of course they're gonna escape where they've been taken, and not really major anything happens. Yet again, they use as torture, I guess you will, or killing someone off. They have a captured zombie to bite the person to give them a slow death, as you will. But it's pretty boring and naff and but episode obviously 11 leads into 12 with the car crash, the boom, the car literally blowing up, and these people after Morgan and the key what Morgan has. And episode 12 is where it picked up again. It was an experimental episode that was totally different to anything we've seen. And as we were going forward with this story of basically, you know, the pregnant woman who I like to call the woman, the teacher from Waterloo Road. If you've watched Waterloo Road, it's the same actress, and she's in this, and it always takes me out of it. I'm like, oh my god, that's the Waterloo Road woman. But yeah, she has a massive connection with Morgan. I don't really know her name that well. Like, I don't know hardly any of these characters' names, to be fair. Partly because I just don't care. Like, they're not really invested in me, and it's 6 seasons in now. But anyway, her and Morgan's chemistry are real cool. But she's like envisioned the future, and we've kind of had this yet again with the main show. I think they did this for like series 9. I think it was series 9 or series 8, where we saw an old Rick and we saw like what the potential at Alexandra could have been. Well, this time around we see Morgan and him really old, and the future of this woman's baby and stuff like this. And it turns out from the crash, she was zoning in and out of reality and during this futuristic world of where Morgan's like would have helped her child, and we would have seen certain characters living a happy life, and it's all too perfect sort of vibe. And then of course she realized she needs to wake up because she's giving birth and the baby is due. And these people are after Morgan. Morgan takes out the people, but she's taking them out in her dream. It's like a parallel sort of thing, what's happening in real life and not, but different. Like the fantasy side of things was slightly different. Like the grass was pink or purple, I think. And we also had, obviously, Morgan really old, and certain things were slightly off in her dream world. Her child was a full adult, you know. But anyway, that being said, she gives birth. She thinks her child is the chosen one of such, and then she gives birth, and it's still birth, and the baby's gone. It does not end well. But it kind of ends on a sad note, and Morgan's give the key to the baddies, so we have to find out what happens with that key and why it was such a big thing. But yeah. So we kind of lose, but this experimental episode in the dream sequence I thought was really good. And it was just shown, episode 9 and episode 12, really good. The in-between episodes, absolute naff, boring, bogged standard. Ugh. It just shows this show. It can do really good things, experimental things, but it can mess up as well and just be an absolute dread. So yeah, these episodes are going to get a 6 out of 10 from me. Better than average just because of how good episode 9 was. And the experimental one I actually really appreciate. So it's giving it a generous 6 out of 10. But yeah, this show needs to pick up for me. I feel like it's better than average just in certain scenarios, but majority of times out of 10, it is just average. So yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions, guys, on Fear of the Walking Dead. We'll have to finish off Series 6 and next week, so stay tuned for them final episodes. And then we'll talk about the other Fear of the Walking Dead stuff. This is my first time watching, of course, and reacting, so I'm a noob to this universe. But we do Marvel, Doctor Who, Rick and Morty, Star Wars, you name it. Real Space Beef, if you get your minutes, and join, and subscribe. See you guys in another video soon. Have a nice day.